Hello. Who's out there? Ooh, all the doggies are out here with me in the backyard. And I know it looks like it might just be morning time, but it's not. I'm out here in the backyard and we're chit-chatting in the evening, the early evening, and the sun has just gone down over my neighbor's garage over there, so I don't have anything in my face. And it's 70 degrees, 70 something degrees. Um, and I just woke up from a nap. Yeah, that's why I look like it's morning time. I just woke up from a nap. So now I'm never going to sleep tonight. So what's up, YouTube world? Is anybody out there? Where are my friends Gia and Samar? They should be perhaps just waking up in the morning over on the other side of the world. And all my crafty friends. Oh, yep, the birds are chirping, getting ready to go to sleep for the night. Somebody's got a motorcycle. The things you hear when you sit outside and just pay attention. So, hello, Monica. How are you tonight? Hello, launched Ocean 15. Hello, S. Rubin. Hello, Nora. Good morning to you. It's good evening to me. I am fine. Hola, Mateos. Remember you? No. Happy memory. Hello. I'm fine, thank you. Hello, Marcella. Everyone's so kind saying hi. It's almost 3 a.m. there. Where is there? Like Edna, but also Shrek's wife. That's funny. My favorite race of people? The human? You're no, I'm in America. Are you in Brazil? Dancer for life. I am old enough to be plenty of you guys' probably mother. If you move, you're a Michael Jackson fan. You have sun at 2 a.m. It's just not 2 a.m. here. It is almost 8 p.m. here. And the sun is going down. Hello, Ollie Peters. America moves intensely. Your mother's now a man. That's a difficult one. I don't want to say the words that you guys just asked me to say. Favorite songwriter. Oh goodness. Well, not every song has uh, that is sung is got the same songwriter. Um, oh no, Aunt Beck. I think I got that out of my system for a while at least. Um, I had to have almost a whole day long conversation with my sister after one of my sisters who who watched that. Do I like kids? Yes, I do like kids. I have four of them. They are all grown up. I don't have a favorite person who's committed murder. Of course, David. Yeah. Well, that's one way to get the family actually talking about shit they shove under the rug, right? And I was going to leave it private after I figured out that she had seen it. But then I thought, no, fuck it. It's my truth. It's, that's part of my story. It can stay there. No, I don't have favorite persons who have done horrific crimes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, David, we don't answer questions like that. You're watching soccer. I am not gay. I don't have a favorite celebrity who was exposed after death for being a terrible person. I don't know that I have a favorite celebrity, period. Nope, not into those things, Fairy. I am not watching the soccer. I do not watch soccer. Oh, well, you can wonder. Exactly. Why do my glasses look like that? Because they were made like this. And I chose them because I like them. There's always a little bit of realism behind every just kidding. You love my glasses, though? I'm fine. Adrian, how are you? I would like to visit. What countries would I like to visit? I have a list. I would like to go to Scotland, Ireland, Germany, Switzerland, Austria. Um, hmm. It's not another country, but it's might as well practically be another country, one of our 50 states, Alaska. Oh, Iceland might be nice. Northern Ireland, France. France. Oh, we have a message that's held for review. I'm not going to view the message. Why do I have to go to Northern Ireland? And in England, I'd like to go see some things. Inglés, por favor. Mi español muy poquito. What are my dreams for the future? Wow, that's a deep one. No one who's committed terrorism is one of my favorite people. Sorry. Thank you. Um, yeah, London would be nice. Um, my dreams for the future. What skincare products do I use? None. I use a washcloth and water. Oh, yes. Soap and water for you, Aunt Beck? Nope, no soap for me. Just water and a washcloth. Otherwise, all my skin gets dried out. I do like pizza. Thank you. Oh my goodness, a bee. Asia. Um, I'm a little nervous about Asia just because I'm so picky about food. English. If you're asking what I speak, I do not speak or read Spanish very well anymore. It's been too long since high school to remember. Uh, I've been to Canada, but I don't really recall too much of it because I was a young kid. Japan. I think Japan would be nice. I had some friends that in the military who lived over there for a while. Thank you. I'm appreciative dancer for life. I have many, many pairs. I like to switch. KM, I speak and read English. Austin Powers. I never. Well, thank you, Dancer for Life. Austin Powers, Spoonshed. I never ever did see any of those movies. I only know what I know from like clips on the internet and things like that. Goodbye, Spoonshed. Thank you. Oh, 2 weeks trip in Japan. Did they like it? No worries. Pineapple does not belong on pizza. America. Mm-hmm. Hello, Miss Lizzie. How are you tonight? They lived it, huh? Okay. I don't know whether to take that facetiously or loved it. Ah, better. Okay. Good. Cool. Yeah, my friends that moved over there, they were over there a good 3, 4 years. Um, a couple of their kids were in high school and then junior high at the time, and for a while they homeschooled, and then um, I think their youngest, um, second to youngest, went to regular school. Oh, I'm sorry, Judith. Hungary. Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. Hey, guys, no need to bark. The bunny's already run away. Hank Jr. Sorry, that's one of my dog's names. You come from France? El Pirate on YouTube. It's 2 a.m. by you, huh? Can you see my dogs? Well, they're running around. Right now, they're in the back corner behind the garage, and you won't see them even if I flip the camera. Popcorn, I am not. I don't believe I've ever met anyone who was, but live and let live. Yeah, Budapest. Hmm, that would be nice. Oh, you love the dancing? Hello, Oliver tonight is well. He was a little sleepy today, took a nap, quite a nap with his nurse. My husband is home on vacation this week, and we were able to go out do some shopping and have lunch. Bye, Waters. Yep. Whatever, Frank's. There goes one dog. Let's see here. Come here, Hank. Oh, Hank. I've never watched Adventure Time. Here, I can flip the camera real quick. And you can see. Oh, nope. They ran behind the garage. Sorry. Hello, chicken pot pie. Hank Jr., you can't get the birds either. Now that they've cut down the tree in our backyard, y'all, last November, this poor dog, I think he's even more tormented by the fact that when he sees squirrels, then they're walking on the wires across the back. Your name is Judith Schuster. Judith. Am I saying that correctly? What do I think of Trump? I think we don't want to talk politics. You know, my generation doesn't do a whole lot of talking politics, especially with people we don't know. But that is getting to be less and less true. But I'm definitely not going to talk politics online. Hank? Guess your name. Oh, I don't think I have to guess your name. You wanted to be a Jaden? You're Jaden Carty, that's what your name says there? I'm gonna guess that. You decided to be a politics atheist. Very good. I mean, at least I grew up being taught that you didn't, there were things that, you know, in a sense, that it would just start arguments possibly and whatever, you know, politics, sex, drugs, money, religion. Those were the kinds of things. How old am I? Old enough to probably be your grandmother or your mother, depending. Not grandmother. No. Well, you wouldn't be on here typing. You wouldn't be on here typing if you were of the age of being a grandchild of mine. But I could definitely be probably your mother. Thank you, Leonardo. I am a grandmother though. And my grandson is my grandson is probably on the verge of reading. Yes, please don't forget. I do look young. I am young, technically, for having the four children the ages that they are. Yeah, I'd appreciate a like button hit from y'all. Thank you. There's the puppies. There's one. There's two. There's one more that was out and she went back in the... She's giving me the finger roll. I do have another one, but she was out earlier and she is a daddy's girl, so she didn't care to hang out and stay outside. Go ahead. Go ahead. Give me the finger. Yeah, really, because even that statement, not referring to YouTube thumbs up, is something I probably would say in general, because really I don't care. There aren't very many words, you know, that people can say that would offend me. What are the dogs' names? Well, this one that won't stop barking, the one that you saw that's darker brown with the spots, his name is Hank Jr. I did not name him. My father, I got him from my father, and now he's over there having a sneezing fit. His name is, hello, Janice. He's named Hank Jr. after Hank Williams Jr. My dad, country music fan. And Stan Lee is the furry one that you saw, furry dog. And he is my little boy. And he is named after Stan Lee, uh, the comic man. And the little black and white chihuahua that went in the house, you probably didn't even get to see her. Hank, get down. She is named Paisley Park. My husband is probably a bigger Prince fan than I. But we also got her right around the time that Prince passed away. Yes, I agree, Aunt Beck. Mine does this when I flop it up on the top of my head, and then I still have to wrap some around and stick it in the back because it's just way too long. Either that, or unless it's a very cool summer day, then I can leave it down. But it is to the top of my, it's about almost all to my waist. Oh, I know. There's like nobody like them anymore. Nobody like them. Yeah? Yeah. Your hair had to go. You're out there mowing the lawn and doing all kinds of things outside that I don't do. Um, and there's a time I would cut my hair off real, with a stacked bob and things like that. Her new hairdo is super super duper cute. All the really musicians have had their day. Oh, he's having another hissy fit, sneezing over there. Would you stick your nose in? And the thing is, he's so dramatic about it when he sneezes. This is the same backyard y'all lived in for years and years, and you're still sniffing every inch. Probably stuck his nose. I do not like Drake. No offense. Just not my kinds of music. Do the dogs bite? Um, Neither one of these two are like that. But that sassy little girl, that Chihuahua that went in the house, um, yeah, she will bite. She will be all lovey-dovey sweet with you, and the next thing you know, she's trying to bite your hand off. She also got into a fight between being pulled underneath the fence in our backyard against three husky dogs because she was barking and gnarling at them and thought she was a lot bigger than she is. Your dog is deaf, blind, and toothless. I love that. I would there. Oh, she's out again. See? You looking for a fight again, Paisley? You remember what happened the last time at the fence? Yeah, they are much much bigger dogs, those huskies. And it was weeks and weeks of surgery for her, and the neighbors want to take no responsibility. Would cost me more to sue them in court. No, her dog could not bite. I would love to have a deaf dog, though. I would try to teach it sign language if it wasn't already too old. Why does the Chihuahua bite? Chihuahuas are notoriously very um, anxious kind of dogs, little ones. Um, She doesn't even know when someone's in the backyard. Oh, I'm sorry, David. That is very sad. We had greyhounds before these three. We rescued greyhounds, three of them, um, from being put down by their owners after the racing days were over. When they were not racing well enough, the owners tend to just put them down unless an agency comes in and rescues them, and then um, helps adopt them out to families. Aw, Bernadette's going to be your last dog. Well, you've got yourself some kitties too. Hank, those those are like 200 feet up in the air. Oh, there she goes again. I think she's telling them that they have to come in. See, she's so bossy. She's all the way on the deck back by the door, and she's over there barking at them, telling them to come in the house. Yeah, when I met my husband, he had a cat and a dog, but then the dog did start to go blind and um, couldn't be left at home alone by himself, herself. I can't remember. Um, and so his mother and father took the dog because the stairs in the house were not good for the dog either. And then we had his cat even when we first got married, and when Oliver needed to come home from the NICU, the nurse that took care of him the most in the NICU, she took the cat so that Oliver could come home. Renee, Renee. No, our dogs do not have babies. When you adopt a dog, usually over here from um, a rescue, they tend to have them spayed or neutered. Yeah. Are you barking at the neighbor? Hey, stop barking at Leo. He's the same Leo you saw yesterday, the day before. I'm telling them, the same guy they saw the day before. How are you?
Fine, thank you. I'm good.
Yeah, enjoy. Oh, good, right? Couple of days of this. Couple more.
Couple more,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Have a good night. Y'all, I'm out here with my bloomers on and a tie-dye t-shirt. And I don't care. I don't the Chihuahua? No, she went back in the house. She tried to get the other ones to go inside. Apparently they didn't listen to her. She keeps going in and out. Good night, Janice. Nice to see you. Sleep well. You like my tie-dyed t-shirt? I have a lot of them. Um, I don't know what got into me about, oh, 6 or 7 years ago or more. And because I never really liked a whole bunch of color, much less patterns of color, multicolor things. And all of a sudden, tie-dye. I liked tie-dye. And so now I'm branching off into all kinds of other colors. Oh yes, Lizzie, you do love everything colorful. And I think people who really like color like you, Lizzie, um, seem to live wonderfully colorful lives too, and have lots of fun and lots of interests. Jaden, I am in the United States of America. At least at this hour of my backyard chit chat, there won't be so many planes going over. That dog, he just does not want to stop barking. He wants to find everything to bark at. Come here, Stanley Charles. You're being a good boy. Come, Heather. Yeah, be a good boy. Come see Mom. You're in England? Mm. All right, you two. See? Oh, you're two good babies. Oh, so good babies. Such a good babies. Oh. Yeah, the furry one, he's mine. Say hello. Can you boys say hello? Can you boys say hello? Oh, you're so excited. You're just so excited. You're just so excited. Yes. And I am near Chicago in Illinois, United States of America. I heard, at least I looked at something briefly. I didn't read the whole thing. Maybe just the headline about, was it South Carolina that just voted out all of their women? Um, I don't know, was it state? Hello, Samar. Thank you. I am fine, thank you. You do know what I'm talking about, Becky, though? Yeah, was it the state house or Senate that they voted them all out, or was it your actual U.S. Senate or um, yeah, I was like super surprised. It's like voting out all the females. That doesn't sound too sexist. Very sexist, actually. How do they all have to go? Really? State House? And it looked like there was 4 or 5 of them standing up there at the podium in the picture I saw. Thank you. Yes, I am enjoying the evening. It's early morning for you, Samar. Still the 1950s there, huh? Ohio toilet bowl. Um, yeah, some of us have opinions about Ohio. I have a friend who lives there, and she's not real thrilled with it. I can't say I've seen a whole lot of it to know or have an opinion. But they always have a big deal in our elections. Oh, just when I say that's a helicopter. Oh, flying very low. Military helicopter. 6 in the morning there. Yeah, that was a helicopter and flying very low, and it looked like a military helicopter, which is interesting because we don't. I guess we don't really have any military base nearby. Yeah, I mean they were flying so low I could see the army green on it. 9:15 p.m. for you. It's almost bedtime, Becky. Like I told everyone when I first got on, I just woke up from a nap before I came out here. I slept from like 5-ish till 7:30. I must have needed the sleep. The furry dog is quiet. Yes, he is the quietest out of all of them, which I appreciate. We've had him since he was 4 months old. A cat on either side of you. That was sweet. Yeah, our dogs sleep in our bed. My little guy, he never really leaves my side. If I leave the house, like today, he thinks the world is ending if we're gone for a while. Your time is 2:14 a.m. That's early in the morning or late at night, technically, I guess. Early morning, late at night. Staying up late. I don't do a lot of staying up real late anymore, but on days like today where I took a nap and slept until 7:30, I will probably be up rather late. Up, I do see a plane going over very quietly. And that one looks like a Southwest Airlines. Some of them go over low enough, y'all, I can see the colors on them and the design so I can tell. Finally, our cicadas are gone. Although that noise you hear there sounds like maybe what's left of them might be all the way over in those trees over there. The glasses give you Despicable Me reception lady vibes. You know, I haven't seen Despicable Me, but I have seen some of the characters just in passing. And yeah, where are the buses? We hear planes, trains, and automobiles constantly here. Where are the buses? I don't live quite close enough to where there's a bus route, so you love to listen to the cicadas. Oh, the sound here was maddening, you guys. Maddening. We had the 7 year and the 17 year um, kind come up at the same time, and it was 6 weeks of incredibly loud noise. Buses are your favorite. I don't know that I think maybe one time I think I've been on a public bus. It is the sound of summer here. Yeah, I don't know if I could, as long as they didn't bother you, I suppose. But here, when they all came out, they were just everywhere. And I swear there's parts of my lilac tree that, because they just hung out in there. You've never taken a city bus? It was never my intention to take one either, but I think we were downtown Chicago with my daughter and one of her friends and her friend's mom. And where we were at, we had to, for some reason, take a bus to get to the train to get home. And I don't know why we didn't need to take a bus to get where we were going in the first place. But yeah. And one of those kinds of luckily it wasn't, but we do have those kind of buses that have like the accordion section in the middle after the one bus length, and it's practically a whole nother bus length after that. It's like the double buses. You've never been on a bus or a plane or a train? Really, Lizzie? I've been on lots of airplanes. Like I said, the bus once, and the train like twice for that one trip downtown, maybe a handful of times on the train. My friend that comes to visit me from Ohio comes here on the train a lot. I mean, I like the idea that there is public transportation for people who want to use it. Um, I just, I don't know. I never grew up needing to use it. Um, and it wasn't as prevalent in the area I lived in. So you've ridden a bus from New York to South Carolina several times. Huh. How was that? Bye, Jaden. Have a good evening. Do you mean New York, New York? Or just somewhere else in New York? It's fine. You have a good evening, or wherever you are. I forget what time you said, 2 o'clock in the morning. Have a good night. See, I'm sitting out here in these short little, not short, but they're like, halfway down my thigh bloomers. And upstate, you've never been to New York City. I've only been into New York City once. Um, when when I first got married to my older children's dad, we worked at a power plant just north of New York City. And we went to go visit once, and that was good enough for us. Of course, we had a car, so we were driving, and New York City is one of those cities, kind of like downtown Chicago. If you live anywhere nearby, you definitely do not need and to own a car, and don't need to be driving one if you come from somewhere else and are not used to it. Although I don't mind driving downtown Chicago. We've done that enough times with Oliver for doctors and hospitals and all that. But it is crazy. Some seriously crazy city drivers. Nobody follows any of the rules. That's one of the things I told my kids right before they got their driver's license and stuff. They went through the classes, took all the tests, did all the behind the wheel with their driver's ed teacher, and did all the hours that they were required to do with me. As a parent, you have to do a certain number of hours with your child in Illinois. I believe they upped it since my kids got their driver's license. Um, and then right before they went to go get the driver's license, I told them, I said, now do exactly as you were taught, so that you pass the driving test, um, and so that you pass the written test. But go to sleep. Good night, Aunt Beck. Good night, good night. But I told them, from this point on, though, when you get that driver's license, you will realize that people don't follow the rules. And when my oldest son actually was still doing some practice driving, he decided he didn't want to drive anymore. He did not like the idea of people not following the rules, and then something could happen to an innocent person. And I think that scared him. And so he waited till the very last day before his permit expired. So the day before he turned 18, we had to rush, and he just had to hurry up and get it over with. Because then otherwise he would have had to have paid, we would have had to have paid to take classes again. But the other two, as soon as they were able and had all the requirements done, they went and got their license. And I used to say that my daughter was the best driver out of them all, and that was really only when she first got her license. She is by far the worst driver of the three of them, still at her age. And my second child is maybe the second worst. He doesn't seem to stop soon enough. He does have a depth perception issue, but he doesn't seem to like to wear his glasses anymore. Um, and then my oldest one, like I said, the nervous Nelly about getting his license in the first place, is an extremely careful uh, driver. Although he does, he's a little, you know, overcompensates in steering. He, does a lot more moving of the steering wheel than you really need to. So, little jerky, little, yeah. But they're still real good at fighting in the back seat, arguing and whatever. Pick them up at the airport, and I'll be driving, and a argument will ensue in the back, undoubtedly initiated by the middle one, who has a mouth like mom, and the older one just pokes at him to get him going even worse. At least they don't gang up and verbally harass their sister anymore. Getting quieter. Now the cicadas sound like they're in the neighbors behind us. Let them have them. You know, when I was growing up, I had no idea what that sound was. I thought it was like the sound coming from like the electrical wires, the utility wires. Where I lived was the very edge of the township for our to go to the schools that I went to, and so we lived on a dead end street, and everybody had a cornfield behind their backyard on both sides of the street. So yeah, I didn't really know anything about cicadas. And I didn't really know anything about city transportation. I mean, I rode a school bus to school until I learned to drive. So, the breeze is picking up now. The last few mornings when I was out at 4 or 5 in the morning when I woke up early, it was warmer, but the breeze kept it nice. And now, of course, it's a cooler day, and now the sun has gone down. And over there, you can see it's gone down. My neighbor's garden, and the breeze is picking up some. Looks like I'm able to connect to the Wi-Fi, and it's staying connected at this hour. Okay. Love to you and Papa. Good night. Good night, Liz. Lizzie. See you around the YouTubes. So what shall we talk about? I don't know what to talk about. I don't want to talk politics. And I got myself in a little bit of family trouble when I talked family shit. Although I defended myself to the hilt. I don't know if my younger sister has seen it. She probably wouldn't even tell me if she had. And I'm surprised my older sister hasn't told our youngest sister to watch it. Oh, another airplane. And I don't want to share too much more than I already have in the... Hi, Pam. Made by Pam. Saw you earlier today. Caught a little bit of your video before hubby decided we needed to go out. Or was that yesterday? That was yesterday. I think that was yesterday. All the days run together now that I'm at home, and all the older children have moved out, and there are less appointments. Saturday. It was Saturday. So that was even 2 days ago. Goodness me. See, I really do lose track of days. Now that the older kids have moved out and Oliver doesn't have as many appointments as he used to, a lot of them are telehealth now for him still, um, unless he needs something done. Um, so, yeah, I still don't know what to do with myself. So I craft um, like I used to all the time. And I forget, I have to remind myself what day it is. And the date, I'm pretty bad. I have to look at my phone to see what the date is. And I got mad just the other night. I'm like, shoot. Like, I was on my phone on a live stream with my couple of family members, and we were talking about a future date for something. And I'm like, well, why do I not have a paper calendar? Why do I not have a paper calendar to look at a time like this? And then I don't like being like the younger people now in my kids. You ask them what time it is, they look at their phone because they don't wear a watch. I don't think any of the three of them have ever had a watch. Um, but they can at least tell analog time. Um, right after their group of kids growing up, it became kids who didn't know how to tell analog time because everything was in digital. And part of why we went out doing errands and shopping today was because I needed new watch batteries, because I like to be able to look at the time on my arm. I have one watch that moves, that works via sunlight, or light in general, and I have another watch that works with motion, that stays charged and running, just with your arm moving. But both of those need to be taken in to be looked at. And the one that runs on batteries just decided to run out of battery too. So I've been having to check my phone for the time, or the computer screen in front of me. And I don't like that. What's the matter, Stanley? Huh? It's nice out now, isn't it? Yeah, not so hot when you're running around. We came outside and got some vitamin D earlier this morning, though. And my husband came out and sat with me for a little while since he's on vacation. And this little guy ran until he was panting, thirsty. And now he doesn't feel that way, huh? Because it's nice and cool. I believe he snuck some more of my coffee again this morning, you guys. He's ruthless. If I put a coffee cup down, he finds a way to check if there's any in there left for him. And it must be French vanilla. He's such a snob. If it's something else, he'll literally sniff it and walk away. Aren't you a coffee snob? Yes, you are. You need a bath, and you need a haircut. Yes, you do. A bath and a haircut. Stanley just had his 9th birthday. And now that it's July and it's going to get pretty hot here, we are going to go take you for a nice grooming. Oh, young man. Because the other two have such short hair, being Chihuahua and Doberman Pinscher and whatnot. They have short hair. Mr. Stanley here has hair and fur. So technically, I've heard that it should be pulled um, to groom um, a lot of it. But I don't know. I don't particularly feel like pulling my dog's hair out. Just sounds painful. So once or twice a year, we take him to the vet, or not the vet, the groomer. And yes, he needs to see the vet too. It's time for your checkup. But um, once or twice a year, we take him and get him all groomed up and shaved down until he grows out shaggy again. All my random people have left. No random people. I guess all the random people come out in the morning. Yeah. You up here by Mama. What do you want? What do you want? You want to come sit up here? Come here. Come sit up here. Come here. Come sit in the other chair. Come on. Come on. Come on. No? And don't judge me, guys. I had such a headache earlier today. It was left over from yesterday. Even though I took medicine yesterday, it barely kind of took it down a little bit. And I woke up with it again this morning. And by the time we were done with all of our errands, I had my husband stop and get me a large Pepsi, caffeine, a little bit of extra caffeine for my headache. And then I guess that's part of why I went and took a nap too. Which I am now, like I said, going to regret because I'll be up late. Maybe I'll be up late on random YouTubes, random live streams, and just popping in and asking questions like people have done to me. People from the other side of the world. So I'll be up late at night and they'll be getting up in the morning or going about their morning day or, doing lives. Of course, I don't ask naughty questions or personal questions or rude questions. There's only one person watching, and let me guess, I wonder if it's my husband. When I go inside, I will find out. Yep. He likes to watch all my live streams. He's supportive like that. Or any of the videos I make. Yep. Super supportive that way. Got me all set up to make videos. And likes to watch them then. So. Oh, cicada's getting louder again. Well, if there is only... Oh, now I have two people, so it can't be just my husband. I do need to fill an envelope with random crafty things and send it off tomorrow morning first thing. I painted up an envelope and showed it in a live stream, a rather patriotic envelope because we have the 4th of July this week. And I just went through my address book and picked a random person to send things to. And I thought that would be fun. So yeah, I got to get that mailed off first thing in the morning. So it arrives sometime around 4th of July. My poor husband. He's like, how do you just sit out in the backyard and just talk for like an hour or 2 hours or whatever? And then he said, well, he wasn't going to complain because, talking away online um, on videos or whatever um, helps me fulfill my chatterbox mouth, chitty chatting away when he is an introvert and doesn't like to necessarily have big long conversations. Oh, and we've been married 20, going on 21 years. He still he's a little more talkative than he used to be, but I'm not any less talkative than I ever was. He the introvert, me the extrovert. What are you watching, Hank? But they say opposites attract, I guess. It's worked out for us. It has worked out for us. So, oh, some sort of small aircraft. Oh no, it's the helicopter again. Oh, it's a different one. Nope, same guy. Oh goodness. Oh no, guys. No, actually that's life flight. It's even lower now. That's a life flight. That makes me sad. Yeah. In 2014, my dad and my stepmom were involved in a near fatal motorcycle accident. And my dad had a stroke while they were kind of out in the middle of nowhere between Phoenix and Las Vegas. They were headed to Las Vegas. And my dad had a stroke, and so they ended up in a real bad motorcycle accident. And I guess two different people who came along uh, had called 911 and reached different call centers. So life flight arrived, two different life flights arrived, one for Vegas though, and one for Phoenix. And they were in such bad condition that they weren't going to wait for another life flight helicopter to come just so that they could be taken to the same place. My dad was taken back to Phoenix, and my stepmom was taken to Las Vegas. And they did not see each other again for 3 months. And both of them survived. My stepmom got out of the hospital sooner than my dad and got back with a lot of help um, from a friend. And I met her at home and helped her. And yeah, my dad had a few more strokes in the hospital as well. So he had more recovery to do. His injuries were more severe as well. Traumatic brain injury. But he, 10 years later, is feisty as ever, if not more feisty. And sadly, 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, my stepmom passed away, unrelated to any of this. and my mom passed away in 2018. So my dad is my only parent left. And I was always daddy's girl. Except for when we were younger, then that was my baby sister. She was daddy's girl, little girl. Oof. There's not as many lightning bugs as I remember when I was a kid. I just saw one just now. But in general, there doesn't seem to be. They seem to be everywhere when we were out at night. Um, Now there's not really hardly any. I wonder why. So yes, I have two sisters, um, a stepbrother, and my half brother has passed away. So, but none of us live uh, anywhere near each other. Although I have one sister who does live by my dad, and my stepbrother does live somewhere in the Chicago suburbs as well. But he didn't have a lot to do with uh, his mom because of his dad, and he has developmental disabilities. So he just believes everything his dad would tell him, and so for the last several years before she passed away, he wouldn't come see her, wouldn't let her come see him, and she finally got to talk to him one time for the day before she died, like, and it had been years and years that he wouldn't even take her phone calls either. And I feel really upset about that idea that people would manipulate a developmentally disabled, even an adult child like that, to still hate on their other parent or hate on anyone or anything. To me, that's abuse. So, I never needed to know so much about disability until I had um, my last child. And oh, now you're gonna run after the fireflies, huh? Lightning bugs. Then I had to learn quite a lot of medical stuff, disability stuff in general, how schools deal with disabled children or children needing any kind of special education services. And let's just say I'm glad I don't have to deal with that anymore. So, is it time to go inside, Hank? I know you hear every dog barking in the neighborhood with your Doberman Pinscher ears. Very good hearing. Listening is a whole other thing. He's probably the most stubborn when it comes to all of our dogs. Stubborn about listening. Do not start barking because 3 blocks over some dog is barking. Oh my word. It is Monday and somebody just set off some loud fireworks. It's probably going to be a nonstop week of that here. the dogs will get scared. Or actually, these three don't really care. I don't know what Hank will think, because that'll be new to him. But our poor greyhounds were scared to death. These little guys don't even care about a thunderstorm. They just don't want to go out in it. Well, I think I'm going to end this here. It has been an hour and 10 minutes of me saying hello to strangers and hello to a few fine ladies that I do know. And I'm obviously not crafting. I might go inside and see if I can watch a movie, something to not keep me too occupied like crafting does, and maybe I won't have to stay up so late tonight before I can fall asleep with that long nap. Not long, couple hour nap, but at the wrong time of day. So, but I will see all of you and maybe some newer folks, make more friends from across the country and across the world on the YouTubes. And you guys have a good evening, good morning, good day, and until next time, peace. Yes, I'm sure I want to stop streaming.